Hey up and welcome to Callum's Corner. Alright, this is a sad video and I'm sorry. I don't like to use my channel to trauma dump on you. But sometimes some things like death, you know, it's just too serious, and I need to get it off my chest. Yeah, I've had a traumatic experience. I've not had the best day and I just need to talk about it. Unfortunately, a short time ago, I've been forced to MercyKill a mouse, and it's left me very shaken up and conflicted about it. You know, I know I did the right thing, but it's left a mark on me. It's not been a good day. It's not been a good day. It started with tweets from Naked Martin, an elderly man who defecates in bread rolls and eats it for 30 quid on Cameo. I don't want him tweeting at me. Stop it, whoever's done that. Ashley Phillips leaving the Rovers. You know, it's been a rubbish day. The Venkies are pulling funding. There's nothing to look forward to, basically, for me for football now next season. Anyway, rubbish day, all of that happening. I get home from work today. And as soon as I get through the gate, all I want is a bit of peace and quiet. But as soon as I get through, my mother's at me. Callum, you got to come look. There's a mouse spazzing out behind the house. Okay, that's questionable language. But unfortunately, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, can you? And my mother really is a right old bitch, so no hope with her. Anyway, I follow her around the house, and she's absolutely right. There is a mouse behind the house. I immediately start to conduct a thorough investigation. I approach the mouse. It doesn't run away, which is my first indicator that it is unwell. Everything's not right with the mouse. Anyway, my mum's babbling at me. I'm trying to drown out the white noise so I can do a proper investigation. Now, as I bend down, it just looks like it's sitting there, all peaceful, like sweet little face. It looks like a nice mouse. But my mum is determined to have her say. She's babbling at me. She's telling me I need to put it out of its misery. She's saying it's been poisoned and stuff. It's like, just let me have a look. I've got a Rolls Royce for a brain if you let me use it. But no, Inspector bloody Puso there is telling me immediately that it's been poisoned. She's screeching at me, basically. Look at the poo, the blue poo. Anyway, she is correct. It has done a little blue poo, which is an indicator that it has been poisoned. And it's definitely something that I would have picked up on if she'd just given me the chance to have a look. Anyway, the mouse does a little kind of jerky little jump where it's, you know, it's very much like spasming and in pain, and then goes back to just sitting there, and then does another one of those little jerks and stuff. Like, it's dying slow and painful, this mouse. My mum's telling me I've got to put it out of its misery. She's insistent about it, saying it's cruel just to leave it like this. Then I send her off round the back of the house, the front of the house, back round the other side of the house to get the shovel, to get the spade. I just needed a moment's silence from her to collect my thoughts. I made my peace with the mouse. I said a few words to it, comforted it as much, you know, as best I could in its time of need. And I just tried to channel. I'd start basically, you know, first ever episode of Game of Thrones. He has to lop off the head of a deserter from the Night's Watch, and that's just what I'm trying to channel. You know, he wouldn't have enjoyed it, but he did what he had to do. Did his duty. But I'll admit, I really did have to step up as an alpha. It wasn't something like, you know, with a wasp, I don't even think about putting it out of its misery. I enjoy it. Literally, I'll be walking down the road and I'll see a wasp and I'll swing for it. And I've knocked a few out in my time, you know, and sometimes I'll even go back and stamp on them if I can find them. No qualms about that at all. But it was its little face. I think its cute little face made me feel bad. But yeah, I did what needed to be done. I stepped up as an alpha to put this small, vulnerable creature out of its misery. There's nothing that could have been done for it. If it had a broken leg or something, I would have tried to help it. If it had been dehydrated, I would have given it a drink and taken it and honed it down in the woods or something. But it's poisoned. It's poisoned. You know, it's not going to get better. And I challenge myself, you know, I eat a lot of meat. I've got no qualms about animal slaughter. It needs to be done. for, you know, most of these animals, it's why they're alive in the first place, just fulfilling their fate. But I don't like it for no reason. You know, I don't, well, apart from wasps, you know, they're twats. But actual proper animals, like not insects and spiders and stuff, like, I don't like it for no reason. And I challenge myself, like, what I could do? But, you know, there's no meat on a mouse. I can't eat a mouse. Plus, it had been poisoned. I even thought about, you know, Penny, my kitten, could she just finish a bit off? It would be good for training and stuff. But no, you know, she's been poisoned, isn't it, this mouse? Yeah. There was a cat down the road, Rachel's cat, like a couple of months ago, it died because it killed a poisoned mouse. Someone is poisoning. I've got a lot to answer for. Selfish. But, yeah, there was nothing that could be done. Lenny, if I'd left it out there, he would have been beside himself. He would have tried to help the mouse. He would have given it, been licking it and stuff, and he probably would have got poisoned. And the mouse was suffering. So I did my head hard stark. Well, it actually took me 2 goes. I missed the first time with a spade because my mum was shrieking. It's like she shrieked when I first went to smash it on the head. I got him the second time. It was confronting though. Looking at him afterwards as he, you know, last little breath, and then I had to, you know, scoop him up and take him out the front to the bins and stuff. And yeah, his neck was broken, so it wasn't like he could look at me, but it did feel like it was, you know, he was looking at me. You know, it was a sad moment. It was a sad moment. Left me quite sad about it all, a little bit shaken. You know I did the right thing, but it's not enjoyable, is it? Yeah, I wanted to make the video because it's not good to keep these feelings in when you've gone through something as traumatic as that. And also, you know, for all of you, there's a lesson here. You know, your pets, your parents and stuff, just tell them you love them, because one minute you're there with them and the next minute you're having to, well, you're unlikely to have to mercy kill your family or your pets, I guess. But, you know, life is fragile. Life is fragile is the message, and just got to make the most of it. Yeah, sorry for the sad video, but I just wanted to get it off my chest. Thank you very much for listening if you did.